you're a VFR pilot like me, and you live in a country with winters, you probably have long breaks without flying as well. In my case, I was without flying for 4 months, and in this video we're going to go through my routine to get back into the plane and feeling comfortable again. Have a look, let me know what you think. My name is Bruno, and you're watching Lean to Peak. After a long break, I definitely recommend taking your time. You anyway cannot take any passengers, so you will not have any pressure from passengers. Take your time, go through your checklist, make sure the plane is looking good. I normally look at the plane logbook to see who was the last person flying. This is important when you are renting an airplane. And I have a set of exercises which I like doing after a long break, which I will show you today. So let me know what you think.
I will now do the before takeoff checks. We do a visual inspection, so the pitot is clear, camera is working well. We are ready for departure. The time is 52. Delta Kilo Whiskey, rollout piste 08, abflugbereit. We are now in an area where there's not much going on, so I will do some air work in this area to see if my turns and everything else, if I'm still proficient doing my turns and everything else. As you can see, the airplane is configured for hands-off flying, as instructor Jason Miller calls it. I'll start by doing 30 degrees turn, so my heading is now 030. I will start with a right turn, 030, I will check for traffic. It looks clear of traffic. Let's start the 30 degrees turn. So for this turn, no extra power is needed. Try to maintain altitude. Okay, well, it was more or less not perfect. The engine coughed a little bit. Okay, now 30 degrees turn to the left. Area is clear, I don't see any airplanes whatsoever. Okay, we are coming up on our assigned heading of 030. A rule of thumb, when you are turning and you want to stop turning at a defined heading, if your turn is, for example, 30 degrees bank turn, you should start rolling out of your turn at 15 degrees, so half of your bank angle. We have our 30 degrees turns done. Let's start now our 45 degree bank angle turn, so called a steep turn. I will start with a turn to the right. It looks clear for me. This needs a bit more power and significant aft pressure on the yoke. So, I will increase power, turn into it, 45 degree. But it became more like a 30 degree turn and not really a steep turn, huh? Very well, but the altitude was great. Steep turn this time, left turn, 45 degree, our heading is 300, 300. Add some power, and let's start. And start rolling out. Oh, we blew right past our heading. Lost 100 feet. So not perfect, yeah, we can see in terms of proficiency, definitely lost some proficiency after 4 months of a break, of not flying. So now what I will do is a little bit of slow flight or really slow flight. You've seen my previous video, like one exercise to improve your landings. I can add a link to it here. This is a really cool exercise to get again comfortable with rudder control and also with how the plane feels when you are flying very slowly. So I will configure the airplane, carb heat, throttle off a little bit, mixture full rich. We are at 75 knots, 10 degrees of flaps. We are climbing a bit. We're at 65 knots at the moment. Still fine in terms of coordination, but I'm already needing some right rudder, yeah? So to me, this is the greatest takeaway of this exercise, is how much right rudder you need when you are flying slowly to stay coordinated. Very impressive. 55 knots. Then we start getting into this backside of the curve where to maintain altitude or to fly slower at the same altitude, we need more power. Yeah? At the moment, if I don't want to use the yoke, I need a lot of rudder, and that's what I try to do. I try to maintain the ailerons neutral. 50 knots. I'm at 45 knots. Still wants to fly, and now I feel a drop. 40 knots. I'm almost full right rudder. This is very impressive. Buffeting! Cool. I'm ready to contact Hedgestad and tell them that I want to practice some touch and goes. Delta Kilo Whiskey, 5 Minuten nördlich zum Touch and Go, 2 Touch and Go und dann Landung. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. This is what I do after a long break. We have to do 3 landings as per the regulations, and I also do some air work, some steep turns, stall training, the minimum controllable airspeed exercise, which I have done a video before, to make sure my feet are still working correctly. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.